Welcome back to Good Morning Colorado. We're taking you outside to Ferracita this morning. Beautiful blue skies, looking really nice, and it's 4th of July. Hopefully we get some good weather here. Storm Tracker 13's Marty V here to tell us what we might expect. Good morning, Marty.
And good morning, Kurjan. And obviously we had some showers and thunderstorms yesterday. Some of them were fairly strong, and they were kind of stubborn last night. Didn't want to let go, so you may notice, at least early this morning, some dampness on the roadways, or at least on your cars, as we had a few showers as recently as maybe an hour ago. But those, for the most part, now are done across the area. We do have some clouds, kind of a spooky look to the atmosphere there, as seen from peak internet right now. The clouds kind of drifting through the mountains. There's some wind, obviously. Talked to Larry and Divide this morning briefly. He had 46 degrees, so it's a nice, comfortably cool morning. Had about 3/10 of an inch of rain with the activity yesterday, which I know is always welcome up in that area where he's at. And we may get some more today. Right now, a mixture of 50s and 60s in eastern Colorado with 40s over the high country. Alamosa's in the mid-50s, and obviously we have some wind up there. You just saw that. FUTURECAST shows, by the way, that at least through the morning hours we should be in pretty good shape, but as early as lunchtime, the first showers, spotty showers, may begin developing primarily over mountain areas, but probably the higher terrain along the Continental Divide. But it won't take long before those things start to become more prevalent over our local mountain areas early this afternoon, and even maybe some isolated storms firing up over the southeastern corner of the state, say by 2 o'clock. And by 4 o'clock now you see a pretty good area of thunderstorms coming off the mountains near our major population centers. Notice the bright colors on the map too, which is an indication of the potential anyway for some heavy rain, as these will be slow-moving storms today. Prior to storms arriving, a mixture of 80s and 90s at lower elevations, probably 70s to lower 80s for the mountains and mountain valleys. Again, as the storms come by, they'll tend to cool things off a little bit. And then this evening, you may have some plans to be outside, I'm sure. We'll likely have some scattered thunderstorms around well through the evening hours. Now, it's not going to rain everywhere all night long, and there's some randomness to this, so I can't tell you exactly where the storms will be. But don't be surprised if there are maybe some interruptions to some of your evening plans due to those scattered storms. So FUTURECAST shows a pretty good line of storms coming along the I-25 corridor and headed east here through 6 o'clock. And notice some of the real bright colors here northeast of Pueblo. That may not be where the strongest storm actually forms, but again, it's an indication that these storms may have some punch. More rain than severe weather in most cases, but as these storms go east, they could produce some 1-inch diameter hail and maybe some strong wind gusts. And then you see here through 9 o'clock, they start to be on the downswing. By midnight, we're kind of done with them. So I'm hopeful we'll be able to get local fireworks displays in. I saw a few coming in from traveling last night in the Denver area, which was kind of nice. So hopefully we'll get lucky with that tonight. 50s and 60s for lows for the plains, maybe 40s up across the mountains and mountain valleys. So a pretty comfortable night. Ooh, some crepuscular rays off there in the distance as seen from our WireNet camera up on top of Cheyenne Mountain. That's pretty with the colors in the background too. All right, so our extended forecast is tracking more storms, at least for tomorrow. Although I do think we'll be in for a drying trend as we head into the work week. And once we start drying things up, heat, yeah, lots of it. We'll have more on that in our extended forecast coming up soon. Kurjan, back to you.
Crepuscular rays?
Crepuscular rays, correct.
Crepuscular rays. Yep. I will remember that. Alrighty, thanks, Marty. Now,
You're
after
welcome.
the